Hello, hey there, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to the call when you probably read an email or a message or you saw this post on social media. Thank you for taking the time for being here with me, with Mabel. Thank you for cleaning with us and thank you for giving yourself this moment. In Mexico and many places across Latin America, today we celebrate Dia de Muertos or the Day of the Dead. But this isn't a sad day, it's a celebration of memory of continuity and the certainty that life never truly ends. But today we want to talk about something we all share death, but not from a sad perspective, not the one that people fear all the time, but but from a side of love. This episode is also a homage to everything that we had to let go of and everything that still live within us. And to talk about this, of course, I'm happy to do it with someone who's touched millions of people's hearts and has helped them go through death and sorrow and all of these difficult times. With me today is Mabel Katz. Hi, Mabel. How are you?
How are you, Kevin? Nice,
Uh,
nice to be here. Oh, what happened here?
Thank you.
I
Thank you
thought-
for being here. Oh, wow. Something's coming out already.
Yes. I hope
Nice.
that's it. That's it.
That's the only thing, hopefully. I'm happy to be here, Mabel. We're doing this in English for, I don't know, for the fourth or fifth time ever. And I'm happy to share with your
I
English
know
audience.
we don't do much in English. I'm sorry, guys, but
We have
we
to.
are here from our heart. And thank you, everybody. Charles, nice to see you
Hey,
here.
Charles.
Elena Berna is coming to practice her English. Wonderful.
Yes,
We
amazing.
just finished a podcast in Spanish about talking a lot about death, but like Kevin said, from a joyful place where we can enjoy life more when we realize who we really are, yes, and why we are here, the privilege, to be here, that everything is a blessing in disguise. Yeah, when what we call adversities or what we call difficult times or something is it's always a blessing in disguise. So thank you so much. And we actually invited our Spanish audience to come because we said
Yes.
the English audience doesn't comment as much, no, yeah, so
Yes, exactly.
come over.
The
And we had so many questions and great comments in the Spanish that we said, and we couldn't answer all. So we said, well, we can continue. Whoever understand English, let's come to the English podcast.
Yeah, so thank you all for being here, for taking your time. And after this Spanish podcast, we're gonna take some English lessons, all of us.
No,
It's also
I always invite them to English with an Argentinian accent.
exactly now with a Costa Rican accent as well. Even though I was raised most of my adolescence speaking English, man, Mabel, it's been 8 years, 9 years already traveling with you, and most of the events are in Spanish. So my English is a little rusty. It's been like funny for me to talk in English and everything. So, it'll be a great opportunity for
To
all of us.
practice for
Yeah.
so, and also because I'm gonna be in Zagreb soon and I have to do it in English, so for me also, I need to practice.
Yeah, so all of you that are listening to this podcast right now, I'm gonna ask you for a huge favor and is comment where are you listening to us from? To let us know your city, tell us where you're at. It would be great to see where you're listening to this podcast. Also share this podcast with your friends, with your family. All you have to do is press that little button and also drop a like, that helps us a lot with the algorithms and all these things that sometimes puts our content in the back. We want this to be in the front for everybody to share, to enjoy. So please go ahead and subscribe also. Francisco Sosa says he's in English classes with Mabel and Kevin. That's awesome. We can add that to our curriculum now.
And Sylvia Bruno says, I'll see what I can understand, what I can get." But look, we have Paul
Iowa.
Iowa. Thank you. Um,
I think Charles that commented earlier is from Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. If it's that Charles, he'll confirm with us in a little bit. But Mabel, this last part of the year
Yeah.
has been a little bit of everything for you. You've had some time off at your house in Los Angeles, enjoying your family, your granddaughter, who you will tell us in a little bit.
Yeah.
You also had some events. You had a VIP day, which I know was amazing.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, you also had some seminars around Latin
Petia,
America and
hey,
as well
Petia,
as
Petia is
retreats.
here, so she can tell
Amazing.
you about the VIP day.
Oh, nice. If Petia, if you want to join live and share your experience about the VIP day or whatever you want to talk about, and if you want to do it, send me a WhatsApp right now and I'll
We
send
would
you a
like,
link so you
we
can
would,
join us.
hey, we would love to know what people do about this day in Bulgaria. You
Oh,
know,
wow. Yeah.
yeah, because I
Share
mean,
with us.
because we would like to know different customs and things. Ishtar from France, thank you. Indianapolis,
Nice.
here, Melissa, thank you.
There's
That's
Petia. She
wonderful.
says the VIP event was incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, Charles is our Charles from Sao Paulo.
Thank
Good
you,
to see
Charles.
you here, Charles.
Yes,
We have Ana Claramonte from Spain. Some people here that were in the Spanish. Thank you for being here. Gracias por estar acá. It's awesome to see all of you here. And, this is an extra opportunity for extra cleaning, Mabel.
yes,
So tell us, Mabel, how has this break has been for you this last quarter of the year? How has it been treating you? I know some things happen. Share all with
that
us.
also made me stay more in Los Angeles. Yes.
Yes. Spoiler
Look,
alert,
look,
there's
look,
a hospital involved, so keep
looks
keep.
like the universe wants me more here at home in Los
Uh,
Angeles, and I'm grateful. To be honest with you, it was a nice break for me. This was a very different year. We had less events, and for whatever reason, and that made me, gave me the opportunity to be more home. Yes, to enjoy my family more, to have more time for myself too. And yes, for the first time, I organized a VIP day for women. In the beginning, I was looking for 5 women that wanted to spend a day with me, but I ended up having 6, 7 with myself, and it was really a very good experience. And we went through an intense Siberian sauna experience that included not only a lot of heat, but also a cold plunge. I always share with people things that I experienced that helped me, yes? So I took them through this experience that I decided to go through myself to confront my fears of cold water. And so I went through that on my own before. And I said, okay, I would like to include that experience, with a group of women. But that was the only intense time because the rest was going in limousine to different places, like a salt cave. This is a place, it's really a room, but it's all I don't know if rap would be the word, but you have Himalayan salt in the ceiling, the walls, the floors, and everything, and it's a very healing place. But we had also an amazing healing sound bath in that salt cave, and that's a place that I frequently go when I'm here. I have kind of my favorite sound bath. Um, eh, I don't know, trainers, whatever, or experts. And so we did that, and then the limousine took us on a ride, through, by the sea here in Malibu, and then we went to a place to have dinner that I find it really magical. It looks like what happened there, Kevin? Something happened. So it took us to this restaurant that I'm sure for people that can see fairies I'm sure they were all around us. So it was really, really very special. For people flew, Petya and other people flew from other states here in US to be here for just one day. And it was really special. And because it was my first one, I am extra grateful.
That's
That
awesome.
people share was willing to share a day with me.
And what do you think, Mavel, if we show everybody a little bit of how that looked? We have
Oh,
actually a
you have
video that
it?
we can share.
Okay,
How
okay.
about that? Okay,
Yes,
so this video is actually the recap of that day. Let's watch it.
okay. Like you're having fun. Hey, how is that? How was this day for you? Yes.
Amazing.
Would you come back?
Absolutely. Very relaxing.
Any complaint?
No.
No?
Oh my God. Amazing. I love it.
It's so fantastic.
I would do it again. I'm so grateful right now. Very grateful. The experience was wonderful.
Wow, that was
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah, that
That's
was.
the first that's the first event that I've missed all of these years. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
I have to say, I
you
handle
didn't miss me.
everything myself. The
I taught
the,
you well, I
the
guess.
ideas, the organizing, and everything.
Big round of applause. I'm very proud and very happy that it was such a success. And I'm sure that is going to be the first of many, many more. I'm sure the way of the connection that you were able to
Yeah,
have with all these women
very
was
nice,
amazing, very
very
deep
nice.
and profound. So
Yeah.
Mabel, like I said earlier, we are going to talk about death. It's one of those things that we all fear about. And I recently read on a study published by the National Library of Medicine that said that over 50% of people around the world, so listen to that, over 50% of the people around the world experience anxiety about death, especially after the pandemic. Why do you think human beings are so afraid to die?
Well, basically, we don't know who we are, and we think that this is all we are. The body, and that we are this limited being in this limited package or things like that. And that also, the sad part of that is that we are never present because we are always trying to avoid something, yeah, or either pain or the death or whatever we are really afraid of. But when we realize, that's why it's so important, the spiritual work, because when you realize who you really are, I mean, you enjoy life more. Yes, you are more present. You are more grateful. You can recognize that this is a privilege, really, to be here. This is one of the most difficult schools you could have picked, to grow. So I think it is so important to do our spiritual work to find out, and that in itself will help you not to fear death, and and be ready for it any minute, any time. I had the opportunity uh, when I thought that I was going to live the experience of a hurricane in Cabo San Lucas in Mexico, to actually think, okay, what if, this is it, yeah, for me. And I had this conversation with God where I said, if I have to go now, I'm okay, like reviewing kind of my life, the relationship with my kids, uh, the work that I ended up doing instead of the tax work here in LA. Um, and I think that's the most important, what legacy we want to leave, how we want to be remembered, and and feel okay that if it's my time and if I have to go now, it's okay. But also knowing that, I go to a better place. Nobody that had a near death experience really wants to come back here. This is the so dense and so difficult, and so nothing like home. So many times the attachments that we have, and that's what makes us being so fearful, thinking that we know certain people or things.
Right, Mabel, and there's one thing that happened to you recently that had to put you away for a little bit, that had to make you take a quick stop. I don't know if you want to share about that right now, or you want to do it in a little bit, but I think it's
No,
also a
sure,
good thing to
sure.
start this. And before we go further with this podcast, I want to let you know that there is going to be a meditation
At the
in
end.
a little bit, so please don't leave because you're going to enjoy that a lot. We have a lot more information, but Mabel, what happened 2 weekends ago about, right? We were in Miami and the seminar of Ho'oponopono, and I know that this is the first time that this happened to you. I know it's the first time that it happened to me. What happened?
Could I?
What happened to
I'm gonna.
Mabel?
I'm gonna tell you what happened, but I want to answer to Silvia Bruno that
Yeah.
says, "Sabes, Mabel." Well, okay, Mabel. There is because she was here. He says, "Let's see what I can understand." Yes. So Silvia says, Mabel, something rare is happening. I can understand you through your eyes without explanation.
Wow.
So I would like to answer that. When I used to have, I know that there is something in my eyes because, things like, people say, and also because I know there is something in my voice and there is something in my eyes. But to answer about the eyes, I want to tell you a story. When I used to have the TV and radio show here in LA, first I used to do radio, yeah, and then we took the radio to the TV. Yeah, we did radio TV or whatever. We were actually the first one, especially in Spanish, that we used to bring cameras to the radio station. Okay, so so remember there was no internet. Okay, I think whatever. Anyway, or there was. Okay, so anyway, this is what I want to tell you. The producer that I had for the TV show at that time, he says, Mabel, no, 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 but TV has to be entertaining, No, 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 you talking, you know, no, it has to be. So he wanted to kind of change the format, of the show. And and at the end, first of all, sometimes he would stay hypnotized behind the camera. So many times I had to ask him, don't we have to cut? Because maybe, I said, how could we go this long? Yeah. And the other thing is he would ask his family, to watch the show. And because of the comments that he got, he said, no, 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 you just talk. Don't do anything else. We are okay. Okay. So I have to tell you it. I know there is some uh, hypnosis that I do when I talk. The other thing that happens is in the live present in presence seminars that somebody made a comment that I never paid attention to. That in my seminars there are no people with with their phones. And really when I present, I see how everybody is paying attention to what I'm saying. So there is something there. But anyway, I just remember, thank you, Sylvia, for your comment. And Sylvia says, I don't know if everything is always like this, but anyway. So okay, so now answering what happened. So my last tour was a retreat in Teotihuacan, amazing experience that we had, very special moments. We had we were like 40 people, and it was an amazing group. Um, From there, we went to Mexico City for 2 day seminars. And then from there, we flew to Miami. I did, and to be honest with you, again, I was coming from some time off in LA where I personally feel that I took good care of myself. I didn't feel tired, I was really okay. But when I finished my seminar in Miami, because it was only a 1 day and people loves, many of them come for uh, the dancing. So I said, okay, we'll finish, and when we finish, I just put the music to dance, and actually, no really logical explanation, but I did things different. I usually do it. I didn't stay on the stage. I went downstairs, down the stage, and I started doing like a train, the conga line, around the room with the people, and I brought two little girls that were in the training to dance with me in the front, and that's what I was dancing with them. I started feeling really bad. I realized, yes, so I try to go and sit, to grab a chair to sit, but I never got to the chair and I completely lost consciousness. I fainted, I fell, and actually, when I woke up, I had a lot of people around me,
Wow.
and they started saying, "Yeah, yeah, she's back. She's speaking. She's back." And with everything that happens later, yeah, paramedics, ambulance, uh, 2 nights, almost 2 days in the hospital, but everything was an experience, and I am okay. So
Thank God, Mabel.
that's in a nutshell.
Thank God you're fine. Imagine, guys, being in a live event with a lot of people right at the end where the energy is at its peak, right? It couldn't be better. And out of the sudden, you see a crowd of people. And for me, it's normal because I'm used to seeing, Mabel in the events and a lot of people being next to her and trying to talk to her and stuff. But what I've never seen was seeing her on the floor, so I just look like, okay, what's going on? There's something weird. And I just see her curls on the floor. And then that was like crazy. My first instinct was run because I'm used to being, sometimes I wake up and it's like, where are we? Where am I? And I'm used to like being maybe in Romania or in Peru that, I knew I needed to get help. So I ran, I screamed, I come back, and Mabel is still out, she's still blacked out, and people, trying to like bring her up, and some people in the back doing Reiki and all of these different things. Mabel, everybody was super concerned.
Yeah,
And thank God within a few seconds you started to come back, and it was something that definitely shaked all of us, even for me, it was like, wow,
yeah.
it's,
So some people said
oh,
Kevin was completely white,
imagine.
and pale. Yeah, and
Yeah.
thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
thank God you're fine. Now it's a matter of resting, right, Mabel?
Yeah, maybe drinking more water. Who knows? I mean, none of the studies they did, neurological, cardiological, or
It's all
whatever
good.
you call it, nothing shows nothing
Well,
wrong.
that's good. Thank God. I'm glad. And Mabel, I want to share with you and everybody that's listening to us today that are probably from Europe or another culture that's very different from the Latin, or some of these cultures, how they see death, because we don't all see death the same way. And I just want to share that, for example, in Latin America, especially in Mexico, the Day of the Death is a festival full of flowers, color, and love. Families build altars with food, candles, photos, and the favorite objects of their loved ones. They believe that for a few days, the souls of the departed, return to visit their families, not to be sad, but to be remembered. Because here, death doesn't erase, it unites. It's a way of telling life itself, we haven't forgotten you. We're still alive with you. Imagine that. In another part of the world, in India, The soul never dies, it simply changes form. According to Hindu tradition, the body is only a temporary vehicle for the soul. And when someone dies, it's a liberation, and the soul continues its journey into another existence. Their purpose is not to cling into this life, but to free oneself from the circle of birth and death, called samsara, to reach moksha, a spiritual liberation. And in many African indigenous cultures, they believe that when a person dies, they become an ancestor, a guide, part of an invisible community that protects and advises the living. They remain in the trees, in the wind, in the voices of the elders. All of these traditions share one message: death does not separate us, it reminds us that we are never alone. How
Wow.
about that?
Qué hermoso. Beautiful, beautiful.
Very, very nice. Definitely, it was something that is awesome, to see how cultures, different people see death in a different way. It definitely opened my mind a little bit to know about these cultures, and actually, we were able to live the experience of how the Hindus, finished their days. We
I
were,
mean, you,
remember, Mabel?
well, I don't know if you guys know, but in that video, you can see where you see all the fires. That's
Yeah,
the cremation. That's how they do cremation of. That's how they
open
dispose of their body.
open
Yeah,
air
and you
cremation
can
in
see it.
India.
You can see it because if you go, we pass with a boat, on the Ganges River, and you can see the cremation
You can see
places.
it.
Now, the other thing that is interesting, but for example, one of the things that I learned and I share with you guys many times is why in India there are more, people poor, but there are more people, happy
Yes.
and they said because they believe in reincarnation, for
Yes,
so again, it's not about thinking that this is who we are and this is what because what we need to realize is what it goes is what we are not. Yes, our intellect, that's why the intellect, the mind, is the one that is fearful. Yes, because the mind, is what it goes, and the body what we are not. Yeah, because we are eternal, even though
ex-
it's hard to grab. So we are here temporarily, just to live an experience.
exactly. One thing that caught my attention or one similarity between the Hindus or the Hinduism and the Ho'oponopono is that, they, like you mentioned, they come to this life not to be unhappy, but rather find peace while they're living, regardless of their situation. And in Ho'oponopono, it's kind of like the same thing. You come to this life to clean those memories that are going to help you, transcend into the next
Yeah.
thing.
So to
So
see
that was
everything, to see and experience everything as a blessing. So they know, oh, in this lifetime I'm poor, in the next one I'm rich.
right. And Mabel,
Basically.
do you believe that the fear of death is directly connected to the spiritual disconnection that one can be living today?
Definitely, definitely. That's why I really encourage you to do your spiritual work. And again, I'm never, trying to impose Ho'oponopono or tell you. I call it the easiest way. I always said I found the easiest way, but there are different ways of getting to truth, and you have to do what resonates. But please, please, please wake up and realize that everything that you're looking for is in the spiritual. You're not going to find it anywhere else. So I think this is very, very important that we do, and that our transition, and expansion on the other side, let's call it, depends on the spiritual work that we do now, here, right now. So I really encourage you to start looking to whatever resonates with you, but please do something.
Nice. And a quick comment here. Some people are like, "Oh, this is in English." Algunos están diciendo que esto está en inglés. Vayan a YouTube, pueden entrar al canal de Mabel en YouTube y ahí van a poder encontrar el podcast en español para que lo puedan disfrutar. So that was a quick commercial break, just letting people know that are here in Spanish that they can go and watch the Spanish transmission that we had a
Yeah,
little while back ago. Not transmission, broadcast. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Mabel, and also this week was full of things, you know. There was, I know you were, well, you had to deal with doctors and all of these things, but you also released a new book,
Yes, and
right?
also I had my monthly classes with my members. Well,
Right.
many of you knows that I have a series of books that I've been releasing. The first one was I Trust, Therefore I Exist. The other one is I Am Peace. And this third one is Nothing is Lost. Yeah, and it's about death and a company. Somebody that is really, going through grief or, thinking, seeing themselves feeling alone or that they actually lost something or somebody. Yes. So the idea of this book came out because Carmen, um, my organizer in Zagreb, she wanted to publish these two books, but the books are not that big, yeah, not that long. So she says, I need like a third one to put three in one together. So I said, okay, I'm gonna work on it to release a third one, and I came up sure, with the idea of, okay, let's do that. I have inner child, I have purpose, I have prosperity, I have many other titles to be released, but I went with death. And 2 days ago, okay, I said, is the date of the death, and I have my new book that is about death. So I cannot tell you what my team went through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, to get everything ready for me to announce today that my new book, Nothing is Lost, and I'll read, I'm going to show you. Let's see. Uh, you can go to mabelcast.com/, nothing is lost. So, nothing is lost, a conversation with divinity about death, grief, and the eternity of the soul. So, living without fear, a conversation about death, love, and freedom. It's not a book about dying, it's a book to live without fear. A loving guide by Mabel Katz to transform pain into acceptance and remember that life does not end, just changes form. So here it is. It's in digital form also only. So we are no longer afraid of dying. You finally begin when you are no longer afraid of dying. You finally begin to live. We all at some time face death, that of someone we love or fear our own. This book is not to explain it, but to accompany you, to offer you a space of light when everything seems dark, to remind you that love never goes away and that even in pain, peace is possible. And I will share a little bit about the
Beautiful.
book, and I'm gonna take you through a meditation about it too.
That's beautiful, Mabel. Thank you. I don't know, maybe some of you are noticing my cup and they're
Yeah,
like, oh,
I
I want that
noticed.
cup.
I
You
noticed.
notice?
You
Okay,
got that.
yeah.
You got that in Argentina.
In Argentina, yes.
Yes.
I'm enjoying some delicious coffee right now. Yeah,
Good.
Mabel, I'm so excited about the book, and I want to take this moment for just a few seconds right now. I'm
Sure.
just going to share a quick QR code. So if you are looking at this on the computer, scan this QR code. This is gonna take you to the book, so you can download it. Wait a second. There you go. You can download it. Go check it out. You can scan it with your camera. You just have to open your phone, open the camera app, and scan it. This is going to take you directly to the webpage where you can download Mabel's new book. And I'm sure it's going to be a great tool for moments of passings, or if you have to be the person to hear a loved one crying for someone that's gone or someone that's about to pass. You never know. It's a great guide, and like my Bill said, it's a short book. It's an easy read. So don't wait too much on it. All right. And Mabel, I want to take this opportunity to let everybody know that Mabel will be in Croatia this November 29th and 30th for a very special weekend. This seminar is going to be in English. Mabel will be speaking English throughout the whole seminar, and there will be translation into Croatian. But if you want to listen to Mabel in English, this is your opportunity. Saturday, November 20th, with the seminar Ho'oponopono, the easiest way. And for the second time in Croatia, Mabel, actually, we put, I don't know if you remember, the seminar in Croatia was going to be zero frequency. Which zero frequency? The original, I believe. And Carmen started receiving messages that, hey, can we do total immersion again? That we had to say, okay. So November 30th, zero frequency, total immersion. I want to tell you guys that the seats are almost sold out for total immersion. We're almost at capacity. Keep in mind that it's a different experience. You lay down on the floor, so we don't have as much space to accommodate so many people. So don't wait too much because the seats are limited, okay? And if you want to go deeper from January 24th to the 27th, there is a spiritual retreat in Malaga. This retreat, it's in Spanish, but if we have a sufficient group of people that are English speakers, we can add them into the group and we can have a little Spanglish party, We can do some activities for you guys in English, and then some of them will be, in English and Spanish. But I just want to add to this that it would be a great experience to go into a spiritual retreat and share with different cultures. Is definitely going to be an experience. So if you want to live something like that, don't wait on it. It's going to be amazing. So keep in mind, January 24th to the 27th. All you have to do to reserve your spot is a deposit of $500, and that will keep your spot safe. Keep in mind, this is a retreat, so you will be sleeping in the place, you will be eating at the place. All the activities are already included in the price. All you have to do is come in and enjoy. And yes, this is with Mabel Katz all the time. Mabel will be there with you, and many other instructors and many other activities.
You
Mabel,
don't have you don't have videos to show them about the retreat in Malaga or
yeah.
the total immersion in Zagreb last year?
I do, Mabel, but sadly, I don't have them in English. They're in Spanish.
The
My
Zagreb
bad.
too?
Yeah, let me see if I can
Well, but you
find them.
okay.
But I mean, I don't have it ready
But
yet.
you
I can
had
look for it.
but the retreat in Malaga,
For
you had
retreat,
no
yes,
videos.
actually, I do have, yes, yes, yes. For the retreat, I do have some words from people that shared the last retreat with us. And meanwhile, that's playing. I'm gonna look and see if I have something else that I can show you guys. But this is what some people
Yeah, no,
thought
because
about
I
last
mean
retreat.
the total immersion in Zagreb was wow.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. But here are some testimonials about the retreat in Malaga.
This retreat was amazing. Every minute was absolutely expertly planned, and it was fun. The people were great, and I would certainly recommend it.
The experience was one of the most beautiful things that's happened in my life, and I definitely recommend that anybody would take part in this.
Yeah, I loved it, but everybody has to come and see for themselves. It was one of the best experiences of my life. Even if I'm not new to Ho'oponopono, I come again next time.
Come to the next one.
There you go. So, Mabel, there's some of these people that are coming back. I know that Nisia's coming back. She's super excited to be back. So she's one of the first English speakers. I'm sure that Yevgeny's probably going to be excited about this. I know he loves the Latin culture and the Spanish speaking thing. So, give
Yeah,
yourself the
it will be
chance to experience
definitely.
this.
It will be definitely be fun.
It will be
Yes.
fun. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It will be a great mix of cultures. So enjoy, come with us. January 24th to the 27th. It's going to be amazing. It's in a beautiful, beautiful place in the middle of the mountains in Malaga, overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. It's going to be beautiful. Don't
Ana
miss it.
Ana Claramonte, you have to come this year, okay?
Oh, yeah. She has to. You're in everything. You have to be in this
Yeah,
too.
I
You
think
know?
the retreat is the only one left on your wish list, Anna.
Right, 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 exactly. And Mabel, going back to our subject here a little bit, so we have some little breaks. In Ho'oponopono, we talk so much about letting go, but what does it really mean to let go when it comes to death?
So the thing is, again, Ho'oponopono helps us to realize who we are, to be more present, because if you're lamenting the lost or whatever, you are in the past. Yes. So Ho'oponopono will help you to be more present. It will help you to be more at peace. It will help you to accept better, because sometimes the intellect is it's hard for the intellect to understand. Let's say it's somebody young, lives, or things that you cannot, you lost a pregnancy. So many things, that happen that the intellect will never understand. So for me, Ho'oponopono gave me the freedom to let go of worrying, to let go of guilt, to let go of expectations. Yes. So the idea of accepting, living more in the present. And I think a lot of the things, like I said, expectations, attachments. Yes. If we think for a second, yes, everything that we put so much attention and that we feel is so important in this lifetime, nothing of that we are taking with us when we pass. Think about it. So I think the most important are the experiences, the moments, the circumstances, the opportunities that we have in this life. Yes, more than accumulating or more than having university degrees or things like that. I think it came a time in our life to really think what is important in our life. And for me that was really Ho'oponopono, to let go, so allowing God to erase those painful memories that we carry, so that we can be happy and at peace no matter what is going on around. Many times we mentioned, yes, if you are not sad, or if you don't cry, if you lose somebody, you will be criticized, but you want to make other people happy, or you want to be happy. So you have to feel good with your skin and do what works for you, what is important, what you feel is right for you, know what culture or religion or social, or even the close family think that you should be feeling or doing. So that's for me what Ho'oponopono is. It's freedom. Freedom to be you, freedom to be you,
That's
and
that's
and,
beautiful.
and letting go of fears, and one a big one is fear of death.
Exactly. And one thing that has to do with death a lot is it's grief. And often the pain of grief doesn't come only from the loss, but from the guilt or attachment.
Yeah.
Things that weren't said, actions that weren't done, or even the fear of forgetting. What tool or exercise can we practice to release that guilt and transform the connection with those who already left?
So the first thing I would say that is not a tool from Ho'oponopono is talk to the people that you think you lost, because they are there and they can hear you, they can see you and they can hear you. and release them. Be sure you don't cry. That is being selfish. Yeah, to hold them. No, 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 don't go. Yes. Um, so the idea, is to release them so that they can be free and they can help you more. Yeah. In the Spanish, some people were sharing, they become our guides many times. Yes. So the thing is this, not to be selfish, being able to talk and close and release, very, very important. And I want you to know that right now they can understand everything. They don't need you to ask for forgiveness or anything. Yeah, because everything is perfect even if it doesn't look like. So definitely with Ho'oponopono is, I hold God's hand. I give it, God, I give it to you. The thing is not, it's okay to cry, but the thing is, if you are crying for 10 years now, that's not okay. Yes. So the idea is, is nothing wrong with grief, but not that you're going to do it for the rest of your life or seeing yourself as a victim for the rest of your life. So sometimes it is hard to let go. So God, I give it to you. You can, wrap the situation in the rainbow lights or the fleur de lis. The thank you and the I love you also is a way, of releasing or cutting cords. And again, so that you can be free and the person, or that soul can be free too.
Exactly, exactly. And Mabel, sometimes we're not, well, sometimes we're not the person that's dealing with the sorrow or with the situation, but rather someone that's close to us, maybe a close friend or someone from work, or maybe our spouse. So when we're accompanying someone who's in deep sorrow, how can we do that from a place of cleaning in Ho'oponopono?
Yeah, that is very, very important. I cannot help reading the chat, but I'm gonna share. So, but from the point of view of Ho'oponopono, is accompany them and cleaning for whatever is in me. I'm sorry. And we do that through the thank you, the I love you, and many, many tools that we have. Is not for us to see them as victims, or to give them advice or anything. We are there just to accompany and hopefully transmit or share or eh, how do you say, contagiar, um, uh, but to make
Ah,
contagious our peace and our happiness. Sorry. The reason I am, because Carrie says, I don't understand anything, but I feel really good. And she says, I am like Sarita, my mother, that I always told you that my mother used to come to the seminars that Ihaliakala gave in English. And my mother said, I didn't understand anything, but I feel so good. And Sylvia Bruno says, something is changing in my mind and my soul as I listen to you in English. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm not surprised, but it's good. It's good to know. Okay.
that is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, sorry. I was reading some things here.
Yes. It's
Definitely
very
some great
interesting.
comments. There's some great comments. I wish there were some of these were in English. I would love to share some of those with you guys, but oh well. We have to fight it.
Continue.
But remember, people, that Mabel has a meditation for you in a little bit, so don't go yet because we are going into this meditation pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Mm,
gonna read also
as well.
a little bit of the book soon.
That's awesome. Mabel, how about you read the piece of the book to us
Now,
right now? I think it would be a great time. So after I can come with a few extra questions
and if
to
you can
help us
find
understand.
the videos
um,
too.
Look for exactly. I'm looking for it right this moment. Okay, so
Okay.
the
Okay.
floor is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you. So, well, the name of the book is Nothing is Lost, a conversation with divinity about death, grief, and the eternity of the soul. Uh, Give me 1 second. I'm not going to share the copyright page. This is going too slow. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to read you the index just to have an idea of what you can find. Death is not the end. The soul is never lost. Love does not end with departure. You are not alone in your grief. You can cry and be grateful at the same time. Saying goodbye is not forgetting. They are here, even if you cannot see them. When I leave, I will still be here. It's not losing, it's transforming. Final message from divinity to the soul that misses. So, dedication to you who lost someone, and with them lost a piece of yourself. To you who still cries in silence. To you who need a sign to keep going. This book is a whisper from the soul that departed, and an embrace from the divinity that never leaves. Because what you loved did not go away, it only changed form. So it could love you from everywhere. Introduction. Writing about death as a sacred transition is one of the most loving gifts one can offer the world. Many souls live in fear, others in pain for those who have departed, and others simply with open questions. This book is a gentle light to accompany the soul through grief, closure, transformation, and reunion with eternal truth. Preface. Nothing is lost. I was taught to fear death, to see it as an ending, a loss, a punishment. But divinity showed me something different. Death is not the end, it is a doorway, a return, a sacred act of liberation. This book does not try to explain the unexplainable. It comes to embrace you in your grief, your doubt, your love. It is not here to convince you of anything. It is here so you may feel that what you loved never truly left. Because the soul is never lost, it only changes form. And love always finds a way to stay. Chapter 1 will be a direct embrace to the soul that fears or suffers. When death is understood from the soul, it ceases to be a punishment and becomes a return. It is not the end, it is transformation. It is continuity. It is one more step in love's eternal journey. Here comes chapter 1, channeled with gentleness, depth, and light. Chapter 1, Death is not the end. You were told that to die is to end, that what goes away is lost, that not seeing anymore means not existing anymore. But I, divinity, come to remind you death is not the end, it's only a new way of continuing. The body fades, but the soul expands. It crosses a threshold invisible to the eyes, yet luminous to the heart that feels. No one dies before their time. No one departs without purpose. No one lives forever. What you call death, I call transition, return, liberation. What you believe you have lost still vibrates with you in another frequency. So you can repeat after me. Death does not extinguish the soul, it transforms it. And I can keep loving without fear. Death does not extinguish the soul, it transforms it. And I keep loving without fear. Because true love does not end with a goodbye, it becomes eternal in another form. And also, each chapter comes with tools to accompany this chapter number 1. Nothing is lost. Thank you for having been part of my life. And mentally, you can repeat fleur de lis to erase memories of pain and attachments. So if anything resonates, you can go to mabelkatz.com/ nothing is lost, or the QR that Kevin shared with you. And you can get a sample also of the book, and or you can buy it. Thank you. And it's only in digital form, okay? Because I know some people were asking, for the print thing. You are
Thank you for sharing, Mabel.
you're welcome.
Thank you for sharing. It definitely gave me some time to find something to share with everybody about Croatia. It'll load up in a little bit, so have a little bit of patience. It will be coming in
Okay.
soon.
And what
But
about the retreat in Malaga? Something, no? Maybe you can show the. No, no. Well,
I
okay,
mean,
okay.
we can do. You
We
know what
we
we can
will
do?
we will have to do another one and show that.
But yeah, but we can talk about our recent experience, because keep this in mind. I want to tell everybody the retreats, each certain amount of time, Abel changes the vibe of it and the meaning or the focus of it. And this year it's called Return Home, right, Mabel? Or how is it in English?
Returning home.
Returning Home. So last year was Discover Your Peace. It was beautiful. But this year is a little bit different. There's different, like I said, different emphasis, different focus. And this year we started with Teotihuacan,
Teotihuacan.
Mabel. It was an amazing experience. I'm going to
Yes.
share some footage just so you guys can take a look at how our retreats
The only
look
thing
like
in
from time to
Malaga, we are
time.
not going up on a balloon.
Yeah, we don't do excursions, but this is just so you guys can see, we took all of these beautiful people to Teotihuacan to see the pyramids, enjoy and hear different views of this, Mabel. We had a guide from the government, those that they go through school and they read and they have to learn what the books talk about their cultures. And then we also hired a person to come and talk to us, but from their ancestors' perspective, which was amazing. We also had a temazcal. We had a bunch of different amazing things that if you've never been to a spiritual retreat, you should join us. Mabel, we do have some other videos, but sadly they're in Spanish.
Okay. So,
But we can
Decía
try
que
yeah,
el
no,
retiro
but maybe without
without audio. Yes, I'll scrap a little bit so they
well,
can
but
see.
this is the part of Teotihuacan that we are not gonna promise do it because it's the
Malaga.
balloons.
Right. So yeah, we don't have this in Malaga, but look at this. I just want to share and point out that a lot of these people, this is Mabel's balloon. Mabel's balloon was filled with the people that were a little scared about this whole
Yeah.
thing, that they weren't so sure about it. So there, Mabel was like, okay,
Well,
you
on
come
my
with me.
side, on my side of
Right.
the
On
balloon,
your side,
there
yeah.
were
This
the
one's not so
people
much.
that
Well, no,
needed some
Francisco.
that needed some support.
Yeah, Francisco on the other side, remember he was having a tough time. He's also here listening to this. So he did it like a champ, he finished everything. And I'm sure that everybody, look at that. That is amazing. That is beautiful. But like Mabel said, we are not going to have this in Malaga, but we will have a bunch of different experiences, beautiful moments. I know I have this other
Hola, soy
video
Marta de Madrid.
that again I will lower the sound, but you can see on the right side a lot of people dancing. But you can also see on the right here a little bit of all the activities in the middle. You can see some dancing, you can see some sound healing. Look at the place at the right. Look how that beautiful that looks, Mabel. Did
Yeah.
you see it? That's the property that we're going to stay at. Look at this. I'm going to scrub back on the right. Look at how beautiful that is. You have the QR code on the left. You can go ahead and scan it if you want to live this experience with us. All you have to do is scan the QR code and you can sign up today. Like I said, you will be understanding things. We will do our best to make it into this Spanglish format, and I'm sure you
Yeah.
will
No, we always
love.
take good care of people.
You
And
will
also,
love.
I mean, the connection, with the different
Exactly.
culture. And also, you are going to have a lot of fun.
Definitely. And again, and if you were thinking like, oh my God, I kind of want to see, we've had people coming into Croatia from the United States, from South America, from many other countries.
Well,
Croatia
and
has
if
always
not,
been
they
a,
can ask Yevgeny that comes
yes,
to Buenos Aires and doesn't speak, or comes to
right.
Madrid and doesn't speak English.
But
But
those,
he says he comes for the cleaning. Thank you.
yes, but those of you that speak English and would like to see Mabel, like I said, Croatia is a great place to do so because the hotel that it's held at, it's very nice. You can stay in the hotel. You can in the same hotel you have the seminar.
Yeah.
And Croatia is it's an amazing place. Everybody's so
Erika,
loving.
Erika, Elena, you come to Malaga. Those were
Yeah.
people that came to Teotihuacan. You should come to
So
Malaga.
we also mentioned that in total immersion in Zagreb. So I have a quick little snaps of how we live this experience, Mabel. Let's look at it right now.
Yes.
Come on, Croatia, let's go! Last one! The last one! Let it all out! Don't hold it!
All right.
Who is that one?
Who's that crazy guy? So that's a little bit of total immersion. That's like little
Croatia went
pieces.
all the way.
Yes, Croatia was amazing. We left a little bit of the sound so you can kind of vibe with everything that's going on in that total immersion. And I just want to point out that's only the first half of the seminar. There's another half that's totally
That is
different, but
normal.
this is just, yes, this is just a little taste of what you will experience in total immersion, like we've said it. In Latin America, this is a experience for all your senses. So don't miss it out. Anywhere that you're at in the world, you can come to Croatia and enjoy it. It's
Erika, this time
amazing.
you can bring your partner. So
Of course.
that,
Of course. Of
that's
course.
the secret, so you can come. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I'm ready for
Meditation.
the meditation.
Let's
I,
meditate.
but first asking you to please share if anything that you heard, you think is worth it to share with somebody. If you
Of
know
course.
somebody that is going through grief, that lost somebody or is in the process of losing somebody, I think the book, very humbly, I think it can really help. So I hope that you share it also. But anyway, so without further ado, please, if you are in a safe place and you want to close your eyes and you want to take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Imagining breathing light and imagining exhaling all the tensions, the worries, the grief, the feeling alone. And allow the air to cleanse your chest, your throat, your mind. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to be strong. Just be here, breathing. Feel the ground beneath you, the earth holding you. Life is holding you. Let your body soften Let your heart open just a little more, even if it hurts. Allow your heart to open. Pain too is love wanting to transform. And now imagine before you a gentle river of light flowing slowly. That current represents the natural movement of life. Everything arrives, everything passes, everything returns to the ocean it came from. Imagine that you are holding something in your hands, or maybe someone, person, a dream, a role, a chapter. Feel its weight. Feel its weight with tenderness. Honor what was. Give thanks. Thank you for what I lived. Thank you for what I've learned. Thank you for the love we shared. And now, with a deep breath, place what you've been holding onto upon the river. Watch it drift away, gently, lovingly, not with sadness. Nothing is ever truly lost. Everything transforms. As you watch it flow, you can repeat silently, I release, I let go, I trust. Nothing belongs to me, yet everything has loved me. I free and bless what has been. I let go and trust. Nothing belongs to me, yet everything has loved me. I free and bless what has been. Your heart may feel empty. Let it cry. Let it remember. There is no rush to heal. Each tear is a prayer that purifies the soul. And when you feel that hollow inside, imagine a golden light descending softly from above, filling that space with peace. Imagine a golden light descending softly from above, filling that space with peace. That light is eternal love from God, from the universe, from those who have already gone home. No one truly lives, they only change form. There is no separation in love. You can love without possessing. You can remember without clinging. You can keep living. Death does not end love, it expands it. And now imagine the sun rising before you. Feel its warmth on your face. Know that this new day invites you to live with more awareness, more gentleness. And breathe. You are still here. And that is a miracle. Life continues through you. To honor what has gone is to keep loving the life that remains. You can place your hands over your heart and repeat with faith. Thank you, I love you, I let go and trust. I am at peace with life, with death, and with who I am. I am at peace with life, with death, and with who I am. feel how your soul is resting. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes. But notice you're not the same because you're lighter, you're more present, you're more alive. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. That was nice.
If people would like to comment,
Leave
uh,
your comments.
yeah, and how you feel. That's the most important, yes.
Exactly.
And to share,
Thank you.
share, and share, and to
Thank you,
put
Mabel.
like.
That's all you have to do, honestly. It's just a
And
matter
that's
of
free.
clicking. It's
That's
free on
free.
top of that.
And I
Yes.
hope to see you really in Zagreb, that you give yourself that the gift of living an experience like that, and also the retreat in Malaga, the bilingual
Yes.
retreat in Malaga.
Oh, yes. And remember the new book, Nothing is Lost. Don't forget to download it. Don't forget to get it. It's amazing. And like Mabel said, it's an easy read. It's very, very short. Mabel, before we go, I just want to
Thank
ask
you.
you if you
Thank
had
you
to
for
sum.
the people that are sharing. Thank you.
Of course, of course. If you had to summarize everything you've learned about death after all of these years sharing Ho'oponopono, what phrase would you leave us with today on Day of the Dead?
Do your spiritual work, find out who you really are, realize there is nothing to be afraid of, just there to be you, there to live your life. Yes. And do not engage with the worry or the grief or anything. Just live whatever. Don't be afraid of the emotions, but just don't hang in there and let go. I always said, we all have everything we need inside of us. So don't stop looking outside, really.
That's nice. Thank you, Mabel. Thank you so much.
So
Um,
thank you, thank you, thank you.
yeah, very nice things. A lot of people are saying a lot
See,
of
so Charles says here, thank you, thank you. It's always awesome to attend to your classes. Thank you, Charles. And
yes.
then we had Yevgeny. Oh, no, well, no, this is Roxana, but that she's sharing the book. Petya says, this touched my soul. Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Petya. And then there was Yevgeny there. Well, Ana says, maravilloso. Yevgeny, thank you. Elena
Lots of great
Berna
things.
Elena Berna was also right there. Let's see if I can find it. Well,
Right there, Mabel.
it says
You just took it away.
speechless. Oh, you put it on the speechless. My soul was filled with love. Thank you, guys. I really, I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and that's what we need to do. Being grateful for all the opportunities. Know that everything is a blessing in disguise, and that's it. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mabel.
everybody. Love
Thank you,
you.
thank you, thank you.
Bye.
And oh, sorry, sorry. Are you there
No, no,
still?
no. Yes, no, no.
Anything
Bye.
else?
What?
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Bye.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Mabel, for reminding us once again that death isn't something to be feared, but something that can teach us how to live better. And thank you, all of you, for listening today for listening to us today, for being here, for feeling, for remembering someone, or simply reconnecting with yourself. I want you to remember that death is not the opposite of life, it is part of it. Today, after this conversation, we've understood that death doesn't come to take anyone away. It comes to remind us that what truly matters, that there's no time to waste in loving, in thanking, forgiving, or being happy. Don't keep inside what the soul wants to say. In the end, death is nothing more than a loving reminder that we are still alive. Thank you for being here. Thank you for this moment. And if this episode touched you, please share with someone you love. Please share with someone you care about. And let's make sure that this keeps on growing and our community keeps on growing as well. Thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you on the next time. Bye bye.